Hey, welcome back. Let's jump right in today. We're going to get started with warming up our hands and our wrist. Just doing some simple circles here. Let's open and close a fist as quickly as possible just to get some blood to flow through the forearms as well. Moving down to our feet, let's just make some circles. Go in the other direction. And let's go with the other foot. Same thing, go in the other direction. Going into some kickbacks just to warm up the knees. Get some blood to flow through the back of the leg as well. Hip circles. Go in the other direction. Try to push as far to the extreme sides, back, front, side as possible. Let's go with twist here. Try to keep your feet planted on the ground and don't lift the heel up as you twist. This helps us to focus on the back, really starting to warm that up. A lot of kicks in Capoeira have power generated from the hips, and so this helps to condition that. Shoulder circles, going backward. And let's go forward. If you can, try to keep the elbows relatively straight. Helps to just isolate into the scapula. Continuing our way up, let's end with the head circles. Try to get the chin all the way down towards your chest, go in the other direction, and looking up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. All right, so we're gonna use our Zhinga as a way to warm up our body. We're gonna do some basic movements with inside of our Zhinga. But to begin with, let's just start just with the Zhinga. Keep going with your Zhinga. We're going to go with a joelhada, a knee. We're just going to lift the knee up. Here we go. Other side, and continue going. Try not to bring your chest down towards your knee. That's a common mistake that a lot of people make. Highlights a lot of tightness in the hips, etc. but try to bring your knee up towards your chest. If it doesn't connect or meet, that's totally fine. Just want to start to condition that range of motion. All right, we're going to do a ponteira. It's just going to be a straight kick up, doing the same thing, switching and alternating sides. For the ponteira, you can have your foot flexed or relaxed, just as the warm-up, don't mind. As you do these, try to maintain a straight knee. Doesn't matter the height that you get to, you really want to warm up the back of the leg with these.
Jogador de capoeira, na verdade educador, ensinou a muita gente de carroceira.
All right, nice job. Grab some water if you need it. All right, we're going to work on our entrada. Really just a variation of the entrada that I've been showing over the last few videos. We'll just work on the basic coordination, a few on this side. And let's go to the other side. I really want you to think that there's not any weight going into the foot that is in front of you. You're staying rooted and grounded in the back leg. And as you can notice, I'm also going towards the ball of the foot there. Showing from the side, you can see why. It's because we're doing a little bit of a pivot. We want to get the knee facing backwards or behind us. And that will come in handy a little later on. Can start to speed these up. Again, just going over the coordination and just basic technique for these for now. All right, let's work on pivoting just a little bit here. So starting with just a little bit of a wide stance. And for this one in particular, in the ball of the foot, but more towards the outside of the ball of the foot, so towards the pinky toe. Again, from the side. Not saying that this is the only way that you can pivot. Some people pivot on the heels, sometimes I do as well. But just for consistency's sake, let's try to give this a try and pivot here. All right, let's quickly retouch warming up the wrist and the forearms again. As for the remainder of this session, we're going to spend a lot of time on our hands. With these in particular, just try to keep the forearms close together as you rotate, going in both directions. We'll follow that up with the rapid open and closing of the fist, and that'll be good. Okay, so we're going to go back to that entrada, and this time we're going to place the back hand on the ground. Make sure that when you place the hand on the ground, it is flat. I'll do a few from the side as well too, so you can see that. Let's go for the other side. So as you can see, that back hand is flat, the palm is flat on the ground. And the back foot, I'm on the ball of the toe there, the ball of the foot.
Gigante apareceu, Manuel do Reis Machado, mais valente do que eu, foi guerreiro do zumbi, no quilombo dos palmares.
So let's continue conditioning in this position. This time we're going to also add a leg lift. So we'll do 3 in between and come back out. This time we'll alternate sides. If you need to place the hand down and have 2 hands on the ground, that's perfectly fine as well. Otherwise, try to see if you can start to find some balance. There's an investment of weight into that back hand that is on the ground, and we will want to be able to find that later on.
Jogador de capoeira, na verdade educador, ensinou a muita gente, de carroceira doutor, mestre Bimba foi guerreiro, quilombola de valor, camarada. Nossa baiana, ile, raça africana, oxalá, nossa africana.
And here we go with a few from the side as well.
Nossa baiana, ile, raça africana, oxalá. Lá na África, Bahia, gigante apareceu, Manuel do Reis Machado, mais valente do que eu, foi guerreiro do zumbi, no quilombo dos palmares, camarada. Nossa baiana, ile, raça africana, oxalá, nossa africana, malé.
All right, let's revisit and warm up the entrada of our meio de compasso. We'll just alternate sides, doing about 10 of these here.
Na verdade educador, ensinou a muita gente, de carroceira doutor, mestre Bimba foi guerreiro, quilombola de valor, camarada. Nossa baiana, ile, raça africana, oxalá, nossa africana, malé, raça baiana, sarabá, nossa baiana, ile, raça africana, oxalá.
All right, so we're going to combine the work from our pivot into the entrance of our melodia compasso.
Lá na África, Bahia, gigante apareceu, Manuel do Rei.
It might be helpful to also just orient yourself, knowing what direction you're facing as you begin and end this. That's also why I'm coming out here, just facing in the direction, knowing that I'm going in these different positions and directions relative to the space that I'm in. Let's go for the other side. We're looking to go a little bit past 180 degrees so that we can get a nice entrada for our melodia compasso.
Jogador de capoeira, na verdade educador, ensinou a muita gente.
All right, so let's go back to that basic entrada with our hand on the ground. And we are going to walk it around now. 1, 2, 3. It may be helpful to count out your steps here. Hand on the ground, then 1, 2, 3. Back to the front. Alternating sides. 1, 2, 3. And again.
África, Bahia, gigante apareceu, Manuel do Reis Machado, mais valente do que eu, foi guerreiro do zumbi, no quilombo dos palmares.
Notice that there's a pivot that's going on to get that foot to come back on the third. 1, 2, right there is a little bit of our pivot work again too. Also pushing out of that arm just slightly to help me get all the way around. All right, time for the fun. Let's combine these elements together. All the way into our melodia compasso, or the entrance of our melodia compasso. 1, 2, all the way around for 3.
Jogador de capoeira,
Alternating sides. 1, 2, all the way around. This is where being able to pivot is going to be vital to our success. 1, 2, 3. Trying not to stop now in the entrada. Just continuing with that step, making that first motion be your 1. So here it is, 1, 2, and 3.
Bahia, gigante apareceu, Manuel do Reis Machado, mais valente do que eu, foi guerreiro do zumbi, no quilombo dos palmares, camarada. Força baiana, ilê, raça africana, oxalá, força africana, malé, raça baiana, saravá, força baiana, ilê, raça africana, oxalá.
All right, if that was super difficult, you may want to stay with that progression. Otherwise, let's continue and try to find this. So just watch a few times. Not going to go into overly explaining this one. I just want to offer a little bit of space for you to explore, trying to find it for yourself as well too. We did the leg lifts in the beginning of this session as well, and that will help you with this to some degree. Let me know in the comments if you were successful in being able to accomplish this to any varying degree. I'll show a few more from the side as well.
Lá na África, Bahia, meu Deus, Uma tarde preguiçosa.
Pay particular attention to keeping the weight of your body in a central location. It's going to be over your hand and shoulder. So have some fun with this. Play it out a little bit. I hope that you enjoyed. As always, try to incorporate some of these elements into your game, but definitely using this as a conditioning element for today. Again, thank you for joining me. Muito obrigado. And I'll catch you in the next one.